Hello everyone, Marie here from Marie Cooks Up a New Life. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are an old visitor, welcome back. It's nice to have you here on this very snowy, cold December day, just a few days before Christmas. I wanted to just hop on here and do just a brief video to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I had hoped to do a video of me decorating my fruit cake, my Christmas cake for the Christmas holidays, but time is not my friend. Things have just conspired against me once more. I don't know why this happens, but things have conspired against me, and so I had to take whatever time I could and just decorate my cake, and I thought I would show it to you finished. I will be doing a post about it on my food blog, probably on Monday, which is the 22nd? No, the 23rd. The 23rd. I'm just going to uncover it here so I can show you what I did and tell you what I did. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm really disappointed that I didn't have the time to do this on camera, because it was something that I was really looking forward to, and I really wanted to share it with you. So without further ado, here is my Christmas cake for this year. I was really looking forward to sharing this with you. I wanted to show you how I put it together, but I will do that on the blog because I can do that in still photos. But here you have 3 little baby deers and a little bluebird. They're relaxing gently in the wood of new fallen snow. You can see the crystals on the snow, and some Christmassy snowy looking trees in behind. I just thought these baby deers were adorable. So as soon as I saw them, my plan for the Christmas cake started to formulate, and I knew what I wanted to do. I've even got some of my very favorite thing, which is red and white toadstools. I managed to get them into the mix. So there they are, sleeping peacefully, waiting for Christmas Day. I hope you like it. I will do a post on the blog about it, and you'll see some more photographs of it. It's very heavy, I have to tell you. This cake weighs a ton, so I'm not going to be able to hold it up for you to look at for the whole time through the video, so I am going to put it down. But I did want to hop on here and wish you a very Merry Christmas. One of the things that I really enjoy are vintage books, cookbooks, books to read, you name it. I love vintage books. And I had gotten this one a while ago. I also like to do, I'm an artist. I love to, I shouldn't say that I'm an artist because I'm not really an artist. I like to draw little figures and color them in and what have you. Anyways, I've always enjoyed the art of Joan Walsh Angland. Angland? I think that's how you say her name. Anyways, I've always enjoyed her artwork. And I had this little Christmas book of hers, and I thought that I would read it to you as I talk to you here today, just as a part of my Christmas message to you. And the name of this book is Christmas is Love. Now, this was a used book that I bought from my favorite book place, Thrift Books. You know, not to advertise for them or anything, but that's usually where I get my books. And this book was written, I don't know if it gives you the date. A long time ago, probably the 1980s. It used to belong to someone called Andrew. Anyways, the name of this book is Christmas is Love. Christmas is peace and snow so white, and we're certainly getting a lot of that yesterday, today, and we're going to get some more before Christmas. Christmas is home and candlelight. Christmas is presents under the tree. Christmas is friends and family, and I'm so grateful for mine. I'm going to my sister's for Christmas dinner. I'm picking up my daughter and her husband who live here in town, and we're going to go and have Christmas dinner at my sister's. And then on Boxing Day, I'll bring my daughter and her husband back over here, and we'll spend the day together on Boxing Day. So, yes, Christmas is friends and family. Christmas is stockings hung in a row. Do you know, when I was a child, we didn't have Christmas stockings, but I always wanted a Christmas stocking. We had little bowls that Santa Claus would magically fill. They would be set in our place at the breakfast table, and when we get up on Christmas morning, there would be an orange and some hard candies and maybe a candy cane waiting for us. That was our stocking. But once in a while, in a very blue moon, he would leave us one of those red net Christmas stockings, and they were wonderful. They were full of games and candy and all sorts of things, and we just loved to get those. Now, my children all had stockings. I made sure of that because it was something that I had missed when I was a child. So I handmade all these stockings for them. They were all sequined and appliqued and had their names on them and all sorts. And I used to love filling them. Oh, Santa used to love filling them for them on Christmas, and they used to love opening them up. So Christmas is stockings hung in a row. Let's see the next page here. Christmas is sleigh bells across the snow. Another Christmas story. One year, I decided it would be a lot of fun for us to have a sleigh ride. My mother was coming up for Christmas, or down. My mother lived in Nova Scotia at the time, and we lived in Ontario. My mother was coming down for Christmas, and we had family in Windsor. My sister lived in Windsor, Ontario. We lived in London. My in-laws lived in Toronto. And on Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, I organized a sleigh ride for everybody, but we had no snow. For some reason, there was no snow that year, but we turned it into a wagon ride, and it was potluck. Everybody was bringing food, and we were just going to have a great big family gathering celebration. Well, halfway through the wagon ride, it did start to snow. It snowed quite a bit. The children had a lot of fun grabbing each other's hats off their heads and throwing them off the wagon, and they'd have to jump off and go get their hat. And my poor mother, she was always very frail, and she was very thin, and I can remember her sitting on this wagon just freezing. She was freezing to death, but what a good sport. She went through it all with us. And then after this wagon sleigh ride, we went back to our house, and we enjoyed a good meal together and some companionship as a family. And it's one of my favorite Christmas memories. And when I talk to my oldest son, it's one of his favorite ones too. So Christmas is sleigh bells across the snow. Christmas is music in the air. I've always loved the music of Christmas. Quite often when I'm here on my own, and that's all the time really, because I don't live with anybody but my cats, I'll put, there are some music channels on YouTube, and they've got like festive pictures, and they play all the carols and Christmas music, and I put that on during the day as I putter about here in the house. So Christmas is music in the air. Christmas is giving everywhere. Now, you don't have to give people a physical presents, That's not the idea behind giving. Although it's very nice to give presents, and it's very nice to get presents, but the best thing that you can give someone is your time. And maybe that could just be a phone call, knock on the door just to say, I'm thinking of you. I hope you're all right. Just give somebody that is alone over these holidays, or lonely, or in need of some company. Just give them a few minutes of your time, and that's probably the best gift that you could ever give them. Christmas is toys and sugar plum tart. Well, we had lots of toys in our house over Christmas during the holidays. They would be, Christmas Day would be a very noisy day with the children playing and all that. And I used to bake. Oh, I used to bake tons of stuff for Christmas. I didn't bake as much this year because, of course, there is just me. And what I did bake, I shared with my next door neighbor. And, of course, I had my Christmas cake. But Christmas is toys and sugar plum tart. Christmas is joy in every heart. Now, I know that there are a lot of people who perhaps are feeling lonely this Christmas, who maybe they don't have anyone to spend the time with. They could be depressed or suffering some sort of anguish in some way. You just don't know what's going on in people's lives. So I think it would be a very nice thing for us all to try to put a little bit of joy into everyone's heart in some small way, in whatever way that we can. But Christmas is joy in every heart. Christmas is prayer and one star above. I've been doing an Advent study through the Hallow app over these last 3 weeks, and I have really enjoyed that. It's helping me to put the spirit in the season, and I've really enjoyed that. So Christmas is prayer and one star above. Christmas is children. All my children are all grown up now. My grandchildren are all in their teens. I have a few younger ones, but I never get to see them. Anyways, I was just saying to my sister last night how much I missed it. Christmases from when my children were small, and there was so much excitement in the air and all of that joy that was present. So you mothers who have young children now, who are busier than a one-armed paper hanger, who are thinking they're never going to get everything done, try to be present in your present. Try to enjoy your children while they are still your children and in your care, because Christmas is children, and before you know it, they'll be growing up and they'll be gone from home, and you'll wish you had spent the time with them and treasured all those moments a little bit more. I wish I had, instead of always being so busy. Maybe that's just something old people come to realize when you get to a certain age. Maybe you have to get old before you realize just how precious that time is. But yes, Christmas is children. And the very last page says, Christmas is love. And that's the whole message of Christmas, isn't it? Love. I have loved doing these videos for you this year. I'm not sure that I'll get to do another one before the end of the year, so it probably won't be until next year that you see me again. But in any case, I do wish for you a very Merry Christmas and all the best in 2025. Be happy, be blessed. Know that I appreciate each and every one of you. I wish I could give you a piece of my Christmas cake, but sorry, unless you come to my door, you're not going to get one. I can promise you it's very good. Anyways, you have a very Merry Christmas, and I will catch you back here on the flip side in 2025. And I'm looking forward to new adventures in the year to come. So with all of that, I will say, have a very Merry Christmas. I love you, and don't forget, God loves you too. Bye for now.